Roughly 2 minutes in length. The video is
shot from a bird's eye view and shows a
video
convoy
shows
of
1,500 soldiers and 150 armored
Footage
vehicles
continues to
taking part
emerge
in last
from the
night's
battlefield
attack.
in Ukraine, with the recent video showing a successful strike on Russian tanks. The clip was posted to Twitter by the official account of the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense on Saturday.
On Thursday, in a ministerial statement that the attack took place in the early hours of Thursday and involved troops from the 47th Mechanized Brigade of Ukraine with a total strength of up to 1,500 troops and 150 armored vehicles. The enemy was detected by reconnaissance forces in time with preemptive strikes launched by aviation's artillery and Shugu anti-tank guns, he said, adding that Ukrainian forces had been stopped in their tracks in all 4 directions and retreated with heavy losses.
To erupt in the direction that the men were fleeing, indicating more strikes. As the rest of the video plays out, the other 2 tanks are seemingly hit and burst into flames.
The minister claimed that during the 2 hours of fighting, the enemy had lost 30 tanks, 11 armored personnel carriers, and up to 350 soldiers for a total loss of Ukrainian personnel.
As of Saturday afternoon, the clip had been viewed on Twitter nearly 180,000 times.
In the last 24 hours, it reached almost 1,000 people. In this case, the enemy troops who had been specially trained for this breakthrough failed to fulfill their duties, Shoigu said. In the last few days, Ukrainian forces have tried to carry out several attacks along the front line, especially in Donbass. Each attack failed with heavy losses, according to the Russian Ministry of Defense.
Last month, that Russian forces are seeing significant manpower losses because they lack training in basic types of weapons since World War II in late September.
On Tuesday, the Shoigu said that as a result of the 3 days clashes, Kyiv had lost over 3,700 soldiers and over 50 tanks, with Russian losses totaling 71 killed, 210 wounded, and 15 tanks destroyed. Foreigners, but many Ukrainian officials denied that Kyiv had started the offensive that had been the subject of intense speculation in recent months.
Facebook at the time. In particular, we are talking about
Citing U.S. sources, the New York Times reported on Monday that although Ukraine may have started its offensive, it is still focused on investigating Russia's defense along the front line, with the main thrust poised to become clearer if the effort proves successful. Russian Ministry of Defense has released the video.
Early in the video, the tank at the front of the line is hit by an unspecified Ukrainian ordnance and sputters to a stop.
Claims show Western-supplied equipment destroyed during fighting in Ukraine. Footage published on Tuesday shows what the ministry
the armored
says
vehicle
is a
begins to
German Leopard tank
making
hit
their
by
way
a Russian
through the
anti-tank missile.
Ukrainian
Black
countryside.
and white video shows 4 pieces of heavy equipment, one of which resembles a Leopard tank. The German build stood with the turret to the side. The footage later showed the missile that hit the vehicle also equipped with another machine gun, apparently fired by the Ukrainians from various ranges.
As the clip continues, Russian soldiers can be seen fleeing from the tank that was hit.